Which camera we looking at?
One. What's going on, y'all? This is the coach Dante Shepard, and I want to give you an opportunity to share with me a chance to get to know Waymond Jordan Jr. This is behind the work, and we're excited about all that he's accomplished this year. And we're just going to find out what's behind the work that he's put in of being not just Offensive Player of the Year, but also a national champion. Man, what's going on, Jordan?
What's up, coach? How
Man, I'm doing good, man. It's really exciting to see you here, man. Especially in this role. Me and you, we got some history.
Yes, sir. Back in freshman year.
Yeah, freshman football, baby. If y'all didn't know, man, I used to coach, like really do that. All right, and so Waymond was one of our freshman football players. Actually one of the only freshman in a long time to actually come in and really get significant playing time. Yeah. Like sometimes you'll have a freshman come in and they might play a little bit,
little spurts and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you came in and started.
Yes, sir.
Catholic high school. Big year that year, you know,
made the playoffs.
Made the playoffs, changed the program. We're gonna talk a little bit about just your journey throughout your time in college right now.
Yes,
and then even when you growing up. I mean, first thing I want to ask you, man, was just what really sparked your love for football?
Oh, I think just growing around it, like with my pops and stuff like that, and then going to like other games and watching like people like the Heltons, Keon and Keyshawn play.
Oh yeah, real good.
Yeah, and then other people play. I mean, and then playing with people like Melvin and stuff like that, that really sparked the love for football right there.
Man, you speak of the Helton twins. I know that's your family.
Yes, sir.
And those guys are really good. Keon, Keyshawn both played at West Florida.
Yes, sir.
Keyshawn ended up going to Florida State. Keon ended up going to USF. And now they're both coaching.
Yes, sir.
And so, man, they have a lineage of great football players. I mean, I know their side of the family y'all side of the family even runs all the way back to Derrick Brooks in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so, Derrick Brooks, I just talked to him.
Oh man, look at that, man. The legend Derrick Brooks, y'all. And so yeah, man, so that really sparked just looking up to other players. I've heard that from a lot of people, man. We're rich in football around here, and just certain families, they just got it. I wish, man, bro, can I get in the family? I ain't have it like that, man. Y'all just really athletic, really, really good football players, man, and y'all been able to have great success. How has football really shaped your identity as a person?
I think it helped me grow a lot in life outside of like just football, and just realizing like accountability and stuff like that. Really like life skills that you need beyond football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I thank my coaches and my family for helping me see that too.
That's good, man. I mean, a lot of times people really downplay what football can do for a student athlete, or just sports in general, and that discipline, that accountability, that development that you get really helps you as a man. And now you're kind of moving into really manhood within the sport where you're handling business. And I can't wait to talk a little bit about that, because the sport now has become more of a business than ever. And so you really, really have to be disciplined, accountable, but mature. More mature than most guys would really think. And you got to do that at an early age. You were a really good athlete in high school. Played at Catholic, started 3 years. Ran for close to 3,000 yards in those years, and then you were one of the top guys to ever make a change. You ended up transferring to Escambia High School. How did that work for you when you made that decision? Because that's a decision that guys make a lot now.
Yeah.
How did you make that decision?
Ultimately, I think I just wanted to play more people in the city to prove myself to everybody too. Mm-hmm. And not only to everybody, but to myself also, that I am one of the top players in the state and in the area. So like that's why I made that move, and I understood that Escambia had the roster and they had a lot of friends that I wanted to play with for my last season before it was time for me to go off to college.
Understandable. And I know that at that time, Catholic high school was going through a transition. Jacoby Jackson, and that year, your junior year, you went like 10-2. Really good season. You had really good yards. You ended up running for 4,000 plus yards in a career, almost 50 tubs. But the recruitment didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. How did you feel when the big schools didn't come in like you wanted your senior year? And I know it was during kind of like COVID.
Yeah. So I understand they was looking for like transfer players, players with more experience. And it kind of got to me a little bit like I felt undervalued. So I ended up wanting to go to Hutch because I was seeing what Quell was doing and people like Clarence Hicks and everybody and like Woody that came from Escambia, everybody that went to Hutch and seeing where they was going. So I knew I wanted to go there.
Wow. I mean, that's big because we've had some players in the area that's went to JUCO and has performed really well and then had a chance to play D1 football as well. And you spoke of like Clarence Hicks and Quell Lewis. Quell Lewis just graduated from Jacksonville State University, man. He had a really good season there as well. So he's looking for an opportunity to play at the next level. Hopefully he gets that chance at the NFL.
Yes,
JUCO Hutchinson, man. Kansas. Bruh. Some of the greatest players, you know, we watch Cam Newton now doing his show, and he played in NFL, but Cam played in JUCO.
Yes.
Tell me what type of person you gotta be to play on the JUCO level, bro.
Honestly, you got to be hungry if you really want to survive JUCO.
Yeah,
playing is like probably the easiest part because there's a lot of talent everywhere. Like you got guys that came down from D1 and guys that just couldn't go D1 because of grades. And then you got a lot of people like me that felt undervalued and just wasn't recruited that are actually still good. So like you got a lot of talent. It's just about staying down, honestly, and being disciplined with everything because JUCO, you don't have nobody clocking you every minute of the day. And you can get in trouble easily because it's nobody else in the city but the athletes from the college, and they know we go to college in the city because it's a small city. So
how did you you did 3 years there, just about.
Yeah.
Most guys don't last. Most guys would have been a transfer. Why didn't you transfer? Being that you had to kind of wait your turn.
I just knew like my opportunity was gonna come, like, and I just prayed about it and I just kept working because I knew like colleges look at our school like it's like a hotbed for colleges. They come fly in, fly out. They're there every day. You can see any Power 5 school you want to. If you play good there, they're gonna come through. So like I knew like that's where I needed to be, and I knew it was like one of the best JUCO situations in the country. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna work it out.
And that's big because when you choose a JUCO, not only do you want to choose it for an opportunity to play, your hopes is you can get on the field as quickly as possible.
Yeah, sir.
Development, if they got a weight program, if they got some people that can help you in development, because some of them don't.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is success. Success in recruitment, and Hutchinson has been very successful. Not only have they been successful in the past, but they were pretty successful this year, and we'll talk a little bit about that, man. But your patience is what really impresses me.
Yes, sir.
That you were able to sit for 2 years and not count your reps, but what most people say, make your reps count. Yes, and sir. When your opportunity came, like last year, we started seeing some spurts of Waymond Jordan. We was like, okay, he coming. But this year, I mean, you showed up, man. You ain't just show up, you showed out. Going into this season, like, what was your mentality?
Really just to put the whole country on notice that I'm really back and I'm here now. Like, and I felt the best I ever felt in my life, like playing this year and with the confidence and just understanding the game more, and the game just slowed down completely. So it was easily like I wanted to dominate this whole season. Like, and I even wrote my goals down and sent it to my coach, and he was like, let's do it.
What was the goals? Tell me.
First, I wanted 2,000, but he told me be realistic because I ain't gonna be able to play all the games.
Like, because y'all gonna blow people out.
He gonna take me.
Y'all blew several teams out. What was the most points y'all scored this year?
99.
Bro playing NCAA numbers. Bro, 99. Y'all couldn't have been on Heisman. Bro, you killing it. So 99. You played first 2 quarters?
Yeah, first 2 quarters, and after that I unstrapped my pads.
Yeah, you chilling.
Yeah.
So your goal was at first 2,000 yards.
Yes, sir.
So then he told you be realistic, and that's really important. Like, you can make goals. You don't have to lie to yourself though. If it's not possible, based on the amount of games or based on reps, then you need to make sure you make goals that are realistic but reachable. but also challenge you. So
Yes,
what was the number that you went with?
and then we end up setting the number to 1,200.
Okay.
What's crazy is I was closer to 2,000 than 1,200.
So you exceeded those yards,
Yes, sir.
exceeded the touchdowns, man. What I was really impressed with was the lower number of carries that you had and the average. I think you were averaging over 8 yards a carry.
Almost 8 yards a carry. Yes,
God,
sir. Like 7.9.
that's crazy, man. 8 yards a carry. I mean, every time you touch, you almost a first down.
Yes,
Bro,
sir.
just a walking first down every time, man. That's wild. So over 1,200 yards was your goal. How many tubs did you want?
I wanted over 20. I ended up getting 20 right on the dot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You reached the goal.
A little bit. Then the goal changed all my goals changed mid-season.
Okay. So you adjusted them a little bit.
Yeah, mid-season they went up. Every number went up because I was close. I seen the records at the school. And then I end up getting a little short. End up being second of all time in touchdowns in the season at 20. The record was 21. And then the record for most yards in a season, in a single season, was like 1632. I finished with 1616.
Man, boy, I know you was one more rep.
Yeah,
one more rep, man. That reminds me, man, because this thing that just went out. Cam Ward broke the record. Russ set out the second half. You broke some records, but you ain't set out the championship.
Nah.
But you going to play big time football. Why you didn't make that business decision?
I mean, the whole country watching that. I mean, and then that national championship, like that meant more than anything to me and my teammates, because I had teammates that's been there just as long as me that then battled the same, like some of the same injuries or they went through different things. So we all put in the work together. So like to leave without a championship would have been a disappointment to all of us. So we already had it in our mind. We had to go in there and win that.
I love the mentality of finishing what you started.
Yeah.
But you said that your body felt better than it's ever felt before. What did you have to do to get yourself to elite playing level?
Really just find a plan for recovery and change my diet, honestly. Like knowing what my body can take and what I need to put aside, like not eating as much snacks and all that. Like learning how to really eat right and take care of my body outside of even more than just getting the ice bath, like going in the training room, doing a little bit of treatment with them. Honestly, my head coach helped me a little bit too. He has free passes for all of us to go to the YMCA, so I started taking advantage of that.
Okay.
Being able to get in the hot tub more and going to the steam room to actually run some sweat off on the weekends right after the game and stuff like that, and leading up to the week, just to like really sweat and stretch and get my muscles and my loosened for the games.
Now, when you got there, you were wearing what?
I was weighing around about 210.
210, and your playing weight this year was what?
Like probably 195, 200. It fluctuates throughout the season.
Yeah. Faster? Did you feel faster?
Way faster.
Way faster. More elusive?
Yes, sir.
So the weight makes a difference.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad that you were able to mature in just your overall development, so you know what your body needs. Because a lot of times, and it doesn't matter if you're on the JUCO level in college or in the NFL, especially NFL, like no one's going to look over you every single day. They're going to give you a goal, and you got to figure it out, whether you're going to pay somebody to do it or you're going to figure it out on your own. You was able to do that. So you had an incredible season. I know this was not an easy task for you, and it wasn't easy for your parents. Tell me a little bit about, how your parents approach this journey for you and how they supported you, man.
Honestly, they've been supporting me since day one. So they've been pushing me to get better, taking me to workouts, taking me to different camps and stuff when I was younger and stuff like that, just getting me around better people and allowing me to see things and get better. But when I went to college, I mean, I'll call them and stuff like that, and they'll just tell me keep my eye on the prize and just keep working because it's gonna come, and just keep working and keep working and keep working. They told me don't transfer, just keep working, and then honestly, we here now.
Yeah. You hold a lot of weight because you're not just Waymond, but you Jordan Jr. Like, and your dad from Pensacola, man. Everybody know Big Way. Man, how did your dad motivate you? Because I know he is the type, he gonna tell you the truth, man. That one thing is he shoot it straight. Anytime I've seen him, he shot it straight.
He gonna do that.
Yeah, he gonna do that. So how has his approach to your football career and just keeping it real with you really helped you?
I think him keeping it real motivated me a lot of times. And then honestly, he didn't even have to mention anybody else. It was just more so mentioning what he did and all this and how he was better than me and faster than me. And he still say it to this day. So I still got to try to keep proving him wrong.
Oh, your dad said he said he gonna always be the best Waymond in the house.
Yeah,
no doubt about it, man. And your mom, man, I know sometimes you got to have somebody that's nurturing and supportive and loving. What she say to you when you call?
She just be honestly just calling me sometimes, really just to make sure my head on straight. Then she gonna get my head away from football. She the type ask me how school going and everything outside of football. Make sure I got groceries and make sure I'm still like. She'll ask me, "Are you still doing your diet and all that?" And then that would be good. Like it was just nothing outside. It's just outside of football life. She keep me balanced.
I know that's right, man. Mom plays a big role. Now I know you've been keeping your diet and your body right, but I know you was happy to get home and eat her cooking.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. I mean, the diet do like go a little away when I get here.
Yeah,
because I be on it for months, and then when I take these little days out just for her. So when I come home,
Mom got to cook. What's your favorite meal? What's the favorite thing when you get home? You like, Mom, you gotta hook that up.
Really some goulash. She knows it's goulash. It's goulash for sure. But I mean, I be coming home around the holidays a lot too, so that mac and cheese always gonna hit from my dudes.
No doubt. Yeah, that mac and cheese. If you already know, guys, if you can't do the mac and cheese, don't do the mac and cheese. For real, you might get kicked out of the family function if you mess up the mac and cheese.
Never come back. You mess up the mac and cheese.
You can't do it. You can't do it. So we're talking about relationships, man, and you have had an opportunity to build so many relationships, and sometimes you maintain some relationships to continue to help you keep you motivated. One of your guys, Jacoby Jackson, Jacoby now, man, it's incredible because when I see his journey, I had the opportunity to coach when both of y'all was on the same team, and it was just tough. It didn't matter who we gave it to, we called it the express. Yeah. You go left, you go right. It didn't matter. We knew, it was going to be productive running going on. And a lot of people didn't like the fact that when y'all were playing in the same backfield, we went to more of an option. But we said, hey, we're going to run the ball 40, 50 times a game because we got two of the most elite backs. Y'all are proving us right now.
Yes.
That, going to a 3-back system and making sure that y'all get at least 150 carries per year was a big deal. And it worked out for us then, and it's working out for y'all now. Jacoby's having a great season at Florida, man. Really came in low on the depth chart and has worked his way up to getting reps and playing. What do you think about his journey, man? How has it motivated you on this journey for yourself?
Honestly, just seeing Kobe, like if he watching, he know, like just seeing him like grow and go into like playing in the SEC, like he proved to me that like I used to say, nah, man, I'm in JUCO, I ain't gonna go SEC. Now he in the SEC and playing big time minutes, scoring like on TV, like I'm cheering in my dorm for him every time I'm watching they play. So like he really proved for me like we really can go play and dominate in the SEC at the highest level, and it's really like a real good chance. So like,
yeah, man,
that really motivated me.
I love that, man, because it's really been a while since we had a guy that's played in the SEC since Trent.
Yeah.
To make it in the SEC as a running back is a tough thing, or any of the Power 4 now.
Yeah.
If you get a shot at the Power 4 as a running back, man, you're putting yourself in a great position to possibly make it to that next level.
Yes,
NFL, and I know that's one of your ultimate goals is to get there. I'm really impressed. So just shout out to Jacoby Jackson, man. The work ethic. You two really are the epitome of what do work is all about.
Yes, sir.
really working hard, and you guys have been around since we started this thing, man. And when I see you guys, y'all embody what we believe in, that you can't worry about your circumstance, but you got to work, man.
For sure.
And y'all been doing that. I see you doing some of the great things too. You won the national championship.
Yes, sir.
How many awards did you win, though?
I won this JUCO weekly, which is like the JUCO.
Wait a minute. I know you got some muscle, but pick that thing up, man. Show the peoples, man.
So I won the JUCO weekly award. It's like it goes to the best. It's a best JUCO player in America. So it's basically like the Heisman Trophy for JUCO. I won the Conference Offensive Player of the Year, the National Player of the Year on 2 different sites. And then I won first team All-American, first team All-Conference, and then I think that's about it right there.
Man, bro, that's about it. That's about it. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 awards. It's just about it. But he ain't done though. He's not done. Not only did you get the awards, but y'all won the national championship. I was able to check out some of the highlights from that game. I mean, how did it feel going to Texas, having your family there, and playing in that game?
It felt really unreal. Like the game felt big. Like it felt good because we playing under the lights, big time ESPN game. The family there, a lot of people family there. We got real fans there that then drove down from Kansas just to watch us play. So it felt good. The atmosphere was amazing.
I can imagine, man. And I say this, a lot of you might not really understand how big these awards is, as well as the national championship. All the awards that he spoke of, Cam Newton won. Like, he was the JUCO Heisman champion. He was a national champion his year. So it's not something that you take lightly, man.
Nah.
I mean, a lot of times people don't know about these awards because it's not as national on TV as the Power Fives and things of that nature, like the Heisman.
Yeah.
But award is award, and accomplishment is accomplishment, and you work dang hard to get to where you're at right now.
Yes,
Not only have you worked to win those, but you worked to set yourself up to be considered the number 2 running back in the nation.
Number 1.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Number 1, bro, is the number one running back in the nation on the JUCO level. And colleges have been after you, had over 20 offers.
Yes,
man, how has the recruitment process been, man? I mean, just how did it start when you got that first offer, man? Just tell me how you felt.
Okay, so my first offer, still shout out to them. It's always love for those coaches over there, Coach Cedric and stuff like that. So they called me. Utah State called me the day after the game. Our first game, it was an ESPN game. We was blessed to even get an ESPN game in the regular season, not even in the playoffs. So our first game, ESPN. He ended up calling me the day after the game. I never forget the call. I walked out, FaceTime. I'm thinking we just having a normal conversation because we talked a little bit before the season. And then that's when, boom, they officially offered me. The whole staff was right there. And it just felt amazing because it was like, man, like this what it really felt like to really pick up this first offer. Like, and then from there, schools was just rolling in every week, talking to me, coming in, and they still calling to this day. Like, and it's just honestly a blessing because I remember when nobody was calling my phone. I was just wanting one call or one text. Like, so I don't take none of that for granted. I'm thankful for every school that ever talked to me and stuff like that. So it's been really just a hard journey though, just trying to choose which school, but I'm gonna find one.
Yeah. So just speaking of a school, so initially, and you've decided to go with UCF.
Yes, sir.
New coach coming back now. Maybe not new coach, but Coach Frost.
Yes, sir.
Left from UCF. They were 14-0 that year. A lot of people like to say that they won a national championship that
stadium.
year. So if they said, hey, it is what it is. Maybe Florida State should have tried that this year. Last year, before this year happened, they should just went ahead and put a national championship on their stadium that year, because things got a little iffy this year. But anyways, UCF, what made you choose UCF over all the other schools that were recruiting you at this time?
At that time, when I picked UCF, it was honestly Coach Cam Martin. Like, he made me really choose the running back coach. Like, his plan and his vision for me was like top tier. Like, still haven't seen something close to what he presented me, and like the opportunity that I have at UCF and stuff like that. It was like unworldly. Like, and then not only like the stuff that he was doing on the field, it was still off the field too. Like, he was a big man about Jesus. So like that also stood out to me too. Like, and he was gonna help me even get even a little closer to him. So that even made me want to go with him even more, like even outside of like football. And then even though he's not there at UCF anymore, I still talk to him to this day. I just talked to him. I'll just text him today, and we're gonna probably talk later tonight.
Man, that's all right, man. And it's amazing that you say that the coach connected with you through your faith.
Yeah.
I know in this culture now, it's very difficult to maintain your faith, play the sport, have fun, quote unquote, with your teammates, because a lot of people might not have that same direction in their life. Why have you chose to still stay sound in your faith when really it's a culture now that's not as important?
I mean, because God gave me everything I got now. And then, I mean, if I ain't grateful, God can take it away at any moment. I mean, everything on God's time anyway, too. So I had to realize that when it came to, like, just being patient in life, too, because everything is on God's timing.
No doubt, no doubt. Didn't you deal with some injuries when you were there?
Yes, sir.
And did that help bring you closer to God? Just understanding His timing and
just understanding, growth? Like, why He did certain things and stuff like that. Just not even questioning Him, honestly. Just sitting back and then trying to realize, okay, this why He did this, and like this why, you know what I'm saying? So that really helped me. It did help me get a little closer to Him too.
I'm hearing that from so many athletes right now, that when they go through injury, they have time to spend with God. Yeah. I've even, spoken to, shout out to Jeremy Reeves, who just got engaged. But
I just seen that on Instagram.
Yeah, man. You next? Nah, bro. It's like, don't try. Nah, we gonna put that out there, ladies. He's still single, still mingling right now. But Jeremy, tore his ACL the year before, and he was just talking about that journey. When you go through injury and what you ultimately love is taken away, and you don't know that it's going to be permanent or not, I mean, it changes your perspective on life.
Yeah, sir.
It makes you approach things a little differently and appreciate every rep, every practice. Yeah, some people complain about practice, and I know practice wasn't great in Kansas.
Nah, I mean, some practices was better than others. I mean, some practices always fun when we actually get the go. Like,
full speed.
When we actually going against the ones on ones, and then it's a lot of talking because everybody think they the guy, and then it's a lot of fun. But when it's just like people going through the motion and stuff like that, it's not as fun.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Well, I'm glad that your coaches, the coaches that you came in contact, really made a significant impact on you. A lot of times, y'all, I just want people to understand this. I mean, a coach is important. Yeah. And I know a lot of parents right now, people think that players just become players and coaches don't matter.
Nah.
The coaches matter. A coach is going to touch more people in 1 year than most people touch their entire life. And it's really important that a coach. And so if you're a coach out there right now, you're just hearing how Waymond's talking about his coaching staff and talking about coaches that he's had interaction with. Know that y'all important, man. Know that y'all are making an impact, and know that these guys appreciate it, even if you are the number one running back in the nation. So it's really important, man, that they know that. You chose UCF, but you've went on a couple new visits, had some late offers. I know that has to be tough when you think you're done with the process, and then boom, some new offers come in, and you got to kind of take a look. I saw a picture of your daddy's on there with the GOAT himself, Bill Belichick. I mean, bro, that was incredible. Tell me, how was that visit at North Carolina?
The visit went amazing. Got to talk to Coach Belichick behind the scenes a little bit, and just really chat about my recruitment coming there and stuff like that. And
that got to be surreal though, right? Because
yeah.
like we playing Madden with Belichick, like you know what I mean. You see him on the sideline when you playing Madden, and he got his little cutoff shirt and all that. Like we've been doing that for years, playing with him. And next thing you know, you sitting in the room with him, and he telling you how much he needs you to be a part of his program.
Yeah,
was that surreal?
Nah, it hit a little bit. I'm like, this Coach Belichick talking to me. Yeah. So it holds a little weight, like a lot of weight.
And then I know you like J's. So
you was around.
Sure. I know you was looking at the J's they got.
Man, they got them all on the wall. Every number you need is on the wall.
Yeah. I know you crazy about the J's, so I know that had to hit different too. Like,
sure.
I think I can take them. You'll switch it up every game.
Probably so. I'm not gonna lie. I know that they got a lot of different cleats too. So yeah.
Yeah, your drip be crazy for real. So you enjoyed that visit. You end up going to Mississippi State as well.
Yes, sir.
Mississippi State was a late offer too.
Yes, sir. Okay. It came a little late. Yes, sir. So they talked to me during the season, kind of went away, came back a little bit, and then they officially offered me later after they found out I wasn't signed with UCF. A lot of schools didn't know I didn't sign with UCF because I committed on signing day. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm not signed.
Okay, so you just committed.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's a verbal, y'all. And that's the thing a lot of people don't know.
No.
They think once you committed, unless you signed, it's not really official yet.
Yes,
and even if you signed until you come, then you still have time to make a decision to change or not.
Yes,
because I've been seeing some guys that has backed out of their signing and decided they want to go to school somewhere else, especially if a coach leave or something like that.
It don't really it honestly is not locked in until you are enrolled in classes and stuff at the school and you're there. So that's when it really matters.
Okay. So you went to see Mississippi State. All right. They the dogs. Now, most people don't know this now, but his dad been calling him Junkyard Dog for a long time. Man, where did that name come from, man?
Honestly, they came up with it. Shout out Coach Reggie Evans and Coach Avery. So they came up with it, my coaches. So when I was little, I used to always play with Kobe, Love, and all them. And I'm like 2.5 years younger than them. So me playing up with them and not being scared, that's where they came up with that name. They was like, he's just a junkyard dog. And then I just stuck with it.
Now, that's basketball, right?
Yeah,
You're talking about, now, y'all don't know now. Dude can hoop a little bit. Dude can hoop. Now, can you jam?
Oh, yeah. I can jam. Like, people don't believe me. I got a video for you. All
right, so, man, so he can get up there, man. But boy used to hoop in high school. He ain't doing no hooping now, so don't be calling him. He ain't going to no early morning hoop sessions with y'all. He got a lot more on his table right now. But yeah, Junkyard Dog, man. So I've seen that for so many years. And I just want to say, man, you're a dog, bro. Always you taking it from basketball to football, always brought that mentality. And again, like I said, seeing you as a freshman, you came in like a dog.
Yes,
and so you went and saw Mississippi State, but you got one more visit. Tell me about that school and why you decide you want to go visit this school, man.
So it's USC, University of Southern California. Honestly, Coach Jones, the running back coach, been in the game for a little minute, so he know what he's talking about, know what he's doing. He's been at TCU, Memphis, and now USC. Then had 7 guys in the league out of the last 9 years he's been coaching at the D1 level.
Pedigree.
So, like, he has a long list of running backs that he's coached. And then from there, honestly, Lincoln Riley. Like,
that offense.
Lincoln Riley, I know he's an offensive guru. So, and then he just tell me, like, the ways of, like, how he can get me the ball and stuff like that. It's really appealing, and there's a lot of opportunity over there, too. And I ain't never been to California, so.
I ain't never been to California either, so I know it's a lot of us ain't never been to California. So, bro, about to go see Southern California, USC. Man, that's going to be incredible, man. So, after you see that school, are you going to make a decision?
After I see USC, I should be making the decision, and it could be possibly coming this weekend. So like everybody can be on the lookout. My final decision should be coming this weekend.
Okay, and then are you going to do a special signing on the actual signing day in February? Are you planning anything or
Nah,
nothing
so
special?
not in February because I need to be in school in January.
Okay, so
So
you headed in, so you got to make a decision real quick, and then school starts back like 2 weeks after.
yeah,
Okay,
so
man. So man, yes, that's gonna be a quick turnaround.
oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be real quick. You got like sweaters and jackets here right now. You not sure where you going.
I
You
got a
go
lot
to,
of things.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm about to say you go to North Carolina, you got to have a whole jacket right now. You end up going to Cali, you wearing what you got on.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Man, your journey is special.
Yes, sir.
Your journey is unique. What would you tell a high school student right now, high school football player who might end up, because now with the changes with JUCO, I know you saw that where they're saying that JUCO might not even count against you anymore.
Yeah.
And many guys will be able to go to JUCO for however many years and then go. So that's going to change up the recruitment as well. That more guys out of high school are not going to get the opportunity to maybe go to a Power 5, Power 4, or even to the FBS level.
Yeah.
Until they have went to a D2, a D1 AA, because they're really using that like JUCO now.
Yeah.
Or JUCO, actual junior college. What would you tell them if they're coming out of high school right now and their next step, they know for sure they're gonna have to go JUCO for whatever reason, grades, etc.
Don't shy away from it. Like just embrace being in JUCO, honestly, and just sit down and work, and then most importantly, stay out of trouble, and always just make sure your resume, like outside of football, like your name is clean with your coaches, teachers, everything, because your image and everything like that, and your like, what's the word for it?
Your identity,
Your character.
your
Character goes a long way with any school, especially the big time schools, because you're not going to get into a big time school unless your character is completely right. So make sure you build your character right, and make sure everybody that you touch has a positive thing to say about you, nothing negative. And just honestly go in and work. I mean, wait your turn, do whatever you need to do, but go in there and work. Don't be satisfied sitting on the bench.
Yeah. And everybody, and I love that you say that because you went through that. Like going full game. Somebody who's been playing since they was a freshman in high school, and then they going full games, not getting a single rep.
Yeah.
That works on you mentally. Am I as good as I think I am?
Yeah.
Do they believe in me anymore? And so again, work, y'all. I mean, that's just what it comes down to, man. And do it right. That's why you're saying character. I do things the right way. And that's not what you think is the right way, but what the coaches believe is the right way, man. And that makes a big deal. As you're going to make this decision, I know NIL, everybody, that's like a buzzword now.
Yeah.
You've been through it. What advice would you give to current athletes that are getting a chance to play on the FBS level? How should they deal with the NIL? How have you dealt with the NIL process?
Me personally, my agent deals with the NIL side of everything to keep me. So I keep away from the NIL. I know the numbers, and I see the contracts and how everything work and stuff like that. And I just tell them my wishes and whatever, and we just find mutual ground with the school and stuff like that. He does all the communication. But if you're in high school or just in general, it's not really about the bag, because the league is the bag at the end of the day. So you just got to go to a situation that will help you produce and be productive on the field, like for most part, and where you're going to be developed on and off the field, and where you're going to get the best education. And don't just be majoring in something that you ain't going to never use in your life. So that's my advice for the NIL. Like, just don't chase the bag. But make sure you get a little something for like compensation for like how good you are. But
your worth, know your worth.
Yeah, know your worth, but
don't make that the main
attraction.
Your main attraction, your main expectation, because the whole goal is to make it to the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't pocket watch other people. that can get in your head, and a lot of people go wrong with that. They watch what other players are getting, then they go to the office demanding this and that. They enter the portal, and then when they enter the portal, they realize they wasn't worth what they was demanding, and then nobody else is offering them that too. And then they get stuck in the portal, or either transfer down to a lower division and stuff like that,
and don't get their worth anyway.
Yeah.
And then never make that type of money again. Have you ran into a couple buddies who have not gotten out the portal or went to the school that they thought they were going to go to?
Not really, nah.
Not really, not from us. Well, because you hadn't been in it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But you'll be at your new school, and then you'll see some guys that go through that particular process.
Yeah, sir.
Man, that's crazy, man. So that's some sound advice, y'all, from Waymond Jordan Jr., #1 running back in the nation. You know, has done it all on the JUCO level and is looking forward to doing even more on the FBS level. Man, his information, because no one is coming from the horse's mouth. It's coming from the player himself. He's telling you what it takes to make it on the JUCO level. He's telling you what it takes when it comes to your character, and what you have before you if you do what is right on the high school level and on the JUCO or on the next level, guys. And I'm excited to have you here with me, Jordan, man. Sir. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Appreciate you having me.
Man, this is an honor. If you could tell us one thing, what can we expect from Jordan next year?
You should expect 1,000 yards from me on a powerful level. So you're going to see me a lot on ESPN, and hopefully I'm in that Heisman race again.
Man said he in the Heisman race again. But y'all don't play with me, man. Man. Well, again, man, good luck. Thank you again. Just tell everybody, man, what you gonna do, man. You know we do what?
We're gonna do work, man. You know it.
Appreciate it, y'all. Hey, man, tune in anytime. This is Behind the Work. Once again, I'm your host, Dante Shepard, and I just got done hanging out with my main man, Waymond Jordan Jr., the #1 JUCO running back in the nation. Stay tuned to what's coming up next. All right.